What's up, guys? It is Oat and Rifflip back on the mic here for the final bracket of Wisconsin Summit number 3. We're going to get a great set to kick us off right now. In the loser side of things, we got Ethan and Galaxxyss.
I'm really excited for this one. I mean, so many players have just played each other back and forth throughout the gauntlet stage and the group stage, and a lot of it was to try and get some matchups that we don't normally see. These are two players, though, that you don't typically see in Madison or Milwaukee, and also two of the really big upstarts from this most recent season, getting their highest placings on the PR.
Yes, with Galaxxyss making it as far as number 10 on the PR and Ethan being HM for the first time. And now they're going to be fighting here at Wisconsin Summit 3. Galaxxyss and Ethan both actually qualified through qualifying events, with Ethan making it in through the last chance qualifier and Galaxxyss making it in through the NTC Smash Open.
True that. These two players have really proven their stuff, and that also speaks for their entire time this weekend. They've had some very close games with almost every single person they fought against, but now these two Titans are battling it out in the loser side bracket as Galaxxyss is starting it out quite strong, barely missing the kill move out of that platform chat.
Yes, both of these players did get 2 wins in their pools set, which should normally put you on the second place side of Gauntlet, but unfortunately both their pools also had 2 other people that got 2 wins. And so they had to go through the Gauntlet. Ethan dropped a set to Fuyo in the Gauntlet. Galaxxyss with a win over, I believe, Betty, and then a loss to Tasamu to make it here.
These two are also the product of their tiebreakers, and right now, there's no more tiebreakers. This is final bracket. This is do or die right now on the loser side, and Ethan was starting it off quite strong at that, because he wants to continue his run in this bracket.
Absolutely, but Galaxxyss answers right back with a great electric into up B, and that's only 51% on Ethan here. That's that's maybe what, 3 hits from Kazuya? Probably.
It could be 3 hits, or as Pax Match would sometimes say, you're always at kill percent. This could be 1 hit, 1 touch, and Galaxxyss is looking for that single thing, that grabbing move, which is Electric Wind Goffus, in my opinion, the best grapple in the game for a grappler like this.
But we do get grappled right here by the minecart, and we're going to eat a back air for it as well. Ethan with a 2 stocks to 1 advantage right here. However, your stock is never safe against Kazuya Mishima.
Also, just to point out, it hasn't seemed like, that Ethan has been doing a lot of these, trying to get behind the walls or do much of the camping, but he does have the diamond tools already out. And considering some of the matchups, especially considering this matchup, like Kazuya, where he can be so explosive, this is where suddenly you really assert that you are the best character in the game. You have the best tools.
Yeah, and right now he's got the diamond tools right there, but the diamond pickaxe is going to break. It doesn't matter, though, as we get the, whatever that move is, a forward smash from Kazuya. I'm not going to lie and pretend like I know the moves. I know the electric wind one.
Look, Sakurai, gave all the moves names. I know that they all have names. We don't remember them, but I do remember Diamond F Smash. Galaxxyss for certain going to remember that, as her stock is barely living, but she is seeing red. She is feeling red right now.
Yeah, the Rage Drive is online here, so Kazuya is going to be a bit stronger. A lot of their moves are going to be killing. I mean, they're going to be killing at 100+% anyway, but it is going to be still active right now, and does have that armored down B, not being able to use it, though, as we get an up tilt into up smash, and that is Ethan taking game 1.
And as much as a Galaxxyss and Kazuya, kind of like platforms when they're in the stable place, but that block that came out from Ethan kind of locked Galaxxyss on that platform. So Ethan able to get those perfect nil combos that he's so good at to seal out the stock. I have seen way too many up smash kills come from Ethan this entire weekend.
It's like a baseball pitcher who's just throwing heat right down the middle, right? It's like soon you're expecting the curveball, you're expecting the changeup, but it's just 95-mile-an-hour fastballs right down the middle. And Ethan's hitting them every time. It's Randy Johnson who's just blowing by people right now.
And also, we could talk all about it, in the moment, but until you step up to the plate, until you're the one who's facing Ethan, facing someone with these combos, it's a completely different ball game. You were just stunned and paralyzed with fear at that prospect. And now, Galaxxyss trying to answer back. Now we're going to Town and City.
As far as set history between these two, I do know that while they are both in the north center area, Galaxxyss more west and Ethan more east, they have played a couple times. I believe they played at that NTC qualifier with Jaden picking up the dubs there, and also at Dead Center last year with Jaden also picking up a dub there. So Jaden has been winning a bit more against Ethan as of recent, but Ethan right now with the advantage 1-0.
This set almost kind of feels like, as you alluded to, almost like a revenge match for that Summit qualifier. Galaxxyss took the Summit spot from Ethan at that point. Ethan rightfully fought for it back, and he wants to fight and just assert that he's going to go further in this bracket than Galaxxyss is. Galaxxyss could.
The minecarts are doing so much right now because they're not only forcing Jaden to get like up in the air, which is where you want Kazuya. Kazuya's obviously a great character on the ground, but as soon as he's up in the air, he's a lot more vulnerable. And the minecarts are doing a great job of forcing him to be in that vulnerable state. Can we find a stock off of this diamond, though, is the question. Maybe we don't need it as we get a powered minecart doing a lot of damage there.
So this diamond, though, like on a relatively fresh stock, Galaxxyss doesn't have to jump anymore. Can Ethan capitalize? Still in the ledge trap situation in that minecart. The best ledge trapping pool, one could say, in the game, as you do manage to claim that stock. And still with a fresh diamond, this is basically a touch of death between both of these characters.
Absolutely.
The trip after the missed tech is going to do so much as well.
Yeah, and the first grab we see the entire set from Kazuya does 63% off of a grab, which is incredible damage, especially against a character like Steve. And you know right now, he has the diamond. He has another one on deck, but if we can get this stock off of him now and he doesn't have the resources that he would normally have, that'd be great for Jaden right now.
This is a good collection of resources, though. It is mostly wood, so relatively light blocks, but it doesn't matter. What gets the kills, it's those hard-hitting diamond tools.
The diamond F smash doing a ton of work for Ethan right now as we get another, whatever that move is, and we get...
It's the big fist.
It's the here comes the giant fist, Squidward.
Here comes the giant fist, Patrick, no! And here comes Ethan.
Here comes Ethan with a giant combo to 81%.
Going to miss, but still, this is nearly 100% on Galaxxyss. The Diamond F Smash could have killed a little bit earlier, but now we might start to see some of these Diamond Bears. The block is up, and now that's the biggest roadblock.
Again, this is just the fastball. You have to answer it somehow. Jaden can't find the answers right now, though.
That F Smash clanked with the anvil, and not even the anvil was strong enough to stop Diamond F Smash. I don't know what is, in all honesty. It's wild.
Yeah. It's two of the strongest characters in the game today going at it right now. Ethan right now with the advantage up 2-0 on Jaden. Can we find something, maybe a switch in scenery going over to PS2? Maybe that can help us.
Sometimes you just got to switch it up. And I mean, fairly similar layout, just like we know, too small battlefield, a little bit more room for Galaxxyss to try and get those links with some more flat space to kind of carry those Nair continuations down to. We'll see how it's going to pan out, though, but this is Galaxxyss bracket.
Summit Life.
This is the Summit
game, rather.
This is do or die moment, and now it's the question of how is Galaxxyss going to adapt, at least like to what has been really stellar play from Ethan so far.
And I don't want to keep living in the past, but we did see in the Gauntlet stage, Ethan went up 2-0 against Fuyo and did drop that set, getting reverse 3-0'd by the Pichu player. So it is definitely possible, and that would be a heartbreaking way for Ethan to go out, but it's a heartbreaking way for one of these two to go out at 13.
It would be heartbreaking to see anyone leave at this point in this Gauntlet. I mean, both these players, and all the players in the bracket so far, they have put so much sweat and tears for qualifying, for getting the votes, or for getting these stocks. Galaxxyss answering right back, getting a pretty large lead right now in this game number 3.
Here comes the giant fist yet again, and that's first stock for Jaden. Finally with a bit of a lead, which we haven't seen her with yet so far, but no jump crucially on this devilish Mishima right now.
Really uppy to get back, but does manage to get through those blocks that Ethan has been so good at putting up to interrupt Kazuya's recovery. Now, here's the question. We have Rage Drive. This could be spelling the end of Ethan's stock in maybe one single combo, one single electric.
Or just flat out do it, but 40% not enough to take that stock at 96. But the next electric into up B will, Jaden, you know, he's going to be searching for that. And Ethan has now one iron block on deck right now.
And right now as well, you saw Galaxxyss running straight into that anvil a little bit. She wanted to get her hands on Ethan, and Ethan said, not right now.
Get away from me.
Another bear right over that block. Those blocks on the ground are so good at just interrupting Galaxxyss. Normally you want to see Kazuya's come in with those approaching aerials, but it's not really canning out right now, as now Ethan is just piling on more and more of this damage.
Well, the thing about the blocks on the ground is they force Kazuya into the air. Kazuya with the, longest jump squat in the game, so he's going to be on the ground a little longer. He's going to have a little more time that you can react to him jumping. Oh, hello. Good falling up there from Jaden, finding that stock.
I have never seen an up air spike like that. That was such a weird option, but good on Galaxxyss to find it.
The Pele kick right there, getting Galaxxyss the stock.
goodness, and now
It's the Winter Olympics right now, not the summer. We're not playing soccer.
these two people, they are trying to go for gold right now. But they need to start off by getting this first game in the losers bracket. Ethan does not want this one to even be close right now.
Ethan's got the gold in the pocket as well, so that could be something we see come out in this stock. There goes the diamond as well, going to be crafting that diamond tool.
Right now you also see a little bit of that resource bar. This is full of stone. Another big difference as well between PS2 and small battlefields before. These blocks are getting harder to break if Galaxxyss wants to try and get in on this. And now we have the 3-block setup, so we have all these blocks for safety. But now Ethan's going to be living for a little bit longer and really just interrupting a lot of Galaxxyss approach options.
Yeah, and Galaxxyss, yet again, we want to emphasize, this is for bracket life right now. There's no more second chances, no more last chances like we saw Ethan qualify through. But this is the last. If this is Galaxxyss stock, this is the last time we'll see her in Summit. She needs to get something going right now if she wants to keep herself alive in this bracket.
Right now these blocks are being the perfect teammates for Ethan, giving him alley-oops. The footstool as well.
We could have seen footstool in the anvil, not going to find it, and we're not going to find a stock either with the powered minecart. However, this is Jaden offstage. She's in a very dangerous position right now.
With that powerful Kazuya up B, going to completely ignore and get past that anvil. She does still have a life. She still does have rage drive to try and carry out and get another game on the board.
Now, she's got to be so careful with that diamond back here, though.
But that rage drive at this point, not going to kill just yet. You have to avoid getting hit by Ethan, by these bears coming out from Steve, and then try and get the kill with that rage drive.
Okay, we find a falling there. We can't find the follow-up off of it. Anvil able to keep Ethan safe there. That's so dangerous, but he's not punished for it.
He quite literally thread the needle through Galaxxyss and through those blocks at the same time.
Yeah, and now, crucially, no more rage drive from Kazuya Mishima, and it is going to be the powered minecart that takes the stock, takes the game, and Ethan is going to be moving on in this bracket.
Everyone just wears their hearts on their sleeves. I mean, this is a hard-fought bracket. This is a hard-fought set. Ethan, though, solidifying his spot and just moving forward in this bracket. And here's the thing: we already had the group stage. We had the gauntlet to see who would start in winners, who starts in losers. Ethan might be starting losers, but from the way he's playing, he looks like he's ready to make a run.
I did mention when we first saw Fuyo reverse 3-0 against Ethan earlier, the worst possible draw for Top Cut as a third seed coming out of the gauntlet